Hi everybody, and welcome to another video tutorial. This one's about Microsoft Word and specifically about legal documents in Microsoft Word. But if you don't do legal documents, what I'm about to show you still might actually come in handy. So I'm doing this in response to an email I got from Deborah recently. And the problem Deborah came across was that if she starts off with a legal document like the one I see on the left-hand side that has these line numbers on it, when she copies and pastes out of this document, she finds that the line numbers come along and she doesn't want that to happen. Now, if you notice, on my legal document here on the left-hand side, if I were to copy and paste the content that's on the left to the right, you'll actually see that the line numbering doesn't come over. Now, the reason why the line numbering doesn't come over is because I've used one of the templates that has line numbers built into it, a pleading paper template. And that template doesn't actually include the numbers as part of the content, but as almost part of the background of the document. And that's why I don't select the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that's in here. Let me just show you where you would find that template. If I go to File in Microsoft Word, go down to New, and in the search box, if I just type in something like legal, for example, I should be able to find the variety of different pleading paper templates that Microsoft Word has available. As you can see here, we have things like 32-line pleading paper, 25-line pleading paper, etc. And each of these templates is a great starting point that does not include the numbers as part of the content, which is really the problem Deborah's running into. Now, if you do in fact have a document where the original document started off and did not have those numbers built into the background, like the one that I have here, there we go, you can see what's about to happen. If I highlight this and the numbers are part of the content, of course when I copy and paste this across, that numbering is going to come along with it. So since I've got a document that has the numbers built into the document, and if I select anything that's in there, I'm going to select the numbers because they're part of the normal content, the only solution I have is really to find a way to remove the numbers from that content. So this is going to be kind of an interesting find and replace exercise, and this is why I said a lot of people will find this useful. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. If I look at this example document here, what I'm looking for, and actually let me go ahead and make this a little bit more complicated, right? If I type in a date, well, I'm not looking to replace these numbers, right? These numbers need to remain in the document. But I know that the numbers at the beginnings of these lines, those numbers need to be removed. So what I'm actually looking for in my find and replace is I want to find where we return down to the next line, where we create a new paragraph, and then have a digit at the beginning of that paragraph. So the way we accomplish this is by using the Replace button on the home ribbon at the top of the screen. We use Find and Replace, but even though I could type this out, I'm going to, instead of type this, I'm going to find the buttons for it instead. I'm going to use the More button to find more possible options. I'm going to use the Special button here. And now what the Special button is going to allow me to do is say, I don't know what the number is going to be, but I know that it's a number, and I know that it has a specific spot. It comes right after the new paragraph. So what I'll do is I'll hit the Special button, and I'll say, find me the new paragraph mark right there at the top. After the new paragraph mark, I want you to find me a digit. Any digit at all. And as you can see right there, it will now find every time there's a new paragraph and a digit at the beginning of that paragraph. And now the question is, what should I replace this with? And the answer is, I should simply replace it with just the new paragraph. So I'll go again to Special and choose to insert a paragraph mark. And so what I'm doing here is I'm removing the return with the 2 after it. I'm removing the return with the 3 after it. I'm removing the return with the 4 after it. I'm just replacing it with a return instead. So when I hit Replace All, you can see what's about to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all going to be removed. In addition to that, the ones at the beginning of 10 and 11 will be removed, but not the second digit, because it's just finding the new paragraph mark and then the digit. So I'll do replace all here. It will find me 7 instances of that. As you can see, it didn't find it for me in the first line, because the first line doesn't have a return, but it finds it in every line after that. And it doesn't go to the second digit, it just goes to that first digit. So I'll just run it one more time. Running replace all one more time will remove the 0 and the 1 there. And now I have content, as you can see, that does not have numbers at the beginning of every line. The only line that I have to do by hand is the very first one. And that's it. I'm now able to copy this content, go to my new document, and paste it. And of course, now the numbers are not included as part of that. That's it. Hope you guys learned something. Please leave any questions you have in the comments. And if you have any other tricks that you use find and replace for, please do comment down below. Thanks.